Okay, I'm about to do a road test. I can't shoot my video and show you my phone with the OBD2 scanner. But what I'm going to do in this test, this is my response to everyone tricking out the air intake. This is my air intake off of the Inkbird, and right now it's 57 degrees. And this is a very accurate temperature indicator. And over here I have 3 potentiometers that are 10K, 5K, and 1K. And they're all strung together, so that's 16K. And if you look at the maximum resistance on the intake temperature sensor, these would basically spread out such that this will be my I turn this and I can, move very quickly up and down 25 degrees very easily, okay? But this one will probably move me 5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. This will move me within the tenths of a degree or 1 degree Fahrenheit intervals. That's what I'm anticipating. It's possible I bought the wrong one and this is actually should be 250, and this might be better off being like 2,000 and not 5,000 or something. So anyway, the whole point here is just to get a better control over fine adjustments. And the question that I've got and I want to have answered is, instead of monitoring my miles per gallon, which is all great, well and good, I want to monitor my fuel trims and know that when I turn this to a certain temperature intake, that my fuel trims are reacting to the CPU receiving a certain temperature. And that to me is some valuable information, because I'd like to know what the engine's doing, what the CPU is doing, and what the CPU is responding to. And when I figure that out, I'm going to, take some readings off of my catalytic converter to make sure that when I trick this out, I'm not unknowingly melting down my catalytic converter, okay? So that's kind of important. And it is also important to know what your NOx and your emissions are doing, because that to me is kind of important as well. So instead of just blindly putting a resistor on there and getting a high fuel economy, I want to know more about it. I want to see more data, so I can, just be more knowledgeable about what's going on. And what else do I got? Oh, my alternator shutoff, which is down here. Okay, this right here disconnects the solenoid, and this right here disconnects the 2 wires that go to the alternator. And it's possible I don't ever need to really just do anything with this. When I disconnect this, when the alternator is disconnected from the battery, if you don't put anything in there as a load, the voltage at idle will go up to 50 volts. So what I've done, and this is just from trying to figure out how to solve this problem, the experts told me to just buy a different alternator that doesn't have any load when you disconnect it, and that's $100 to do it that way. It would work, but I opted to just simply connect the battery to the alternator side that is fully charged, and I've got it down here behind the seat, and there it is right there. I don't know if I got enough light. You can see it. The battery's back in there. And it's just a thin wire. It's nothing big, because the amperage is down probably a 1/4 amp or 1 amp. And I still haven't done an amp load on it. But this battery's been sitting around a while, so I really want to give it a couple days to be charged and then start taking amp readings. And if this thing's reading more than 1 amp, it's possible this battery's shot. And I probably need to get a better battery. So, I don't want to assume just because this thing is dragging the engine down, it's still putting out 2 amps, the alternator still put out 2 amps, that this mod's not working. The thing is, this battery might be shot. So the other positive thing about having a second battery is when I'm over here looking at my voltage here. Okay, right now it's 12.5. And sometimes I have been going down the road, and there's my solar panel. I turn the solar panel on right there. Sometimes I'll be going down the road and I'll just forget, and I'll be down to like 11 or 10 volts. And then if I go to a light and I forget, my car won't start, okay? And I've been in one situation where I've had police officers push my car. It was so embarrassing. And so having a second battery is going to help out in that way as well. Okay, and it would be good to have a voltage alarm to alert me that my voltage dropped down. So, and things happen. You can't be expected to be monitoring this when you're trying to drive. And I want to make it more just a part of the functionality of the vehicle, so I don't have to keep worrying about stuff like this. So having a second battery is going to get me out of a jam should I be stopped at a light and my battery goes dead. So that's actually a pretty cool thing, and so it has pluses. Anyway, that's all I got right now, and I just wanted to do a follow-up video. That's it. Thank you for watching.